Now on CoastTV News.
Medical help in Millsboro. Beebe Healthcare with projects that will make it easier to access healthcare in the town.
Minimum wage going up, the boost to workers, the burden to businesses when the numbers change on January 1st.
A star is born. The Cape May-Lewes Ferry getting a little love from Hollywood and the new Bob Dylan movie starring Timothée Chalamet.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Easier access to health care. That's what's coming to one Sussex County town. Good evening. I'm Christina DeRobertis.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight in Millsboro, where they're getting a new medical facility.
Beebe Healthcares are spread all across Sussex County, and now Millsboro will be the site of the next facility. CoastTV News reporter Brandon Ferguson shows us the next steps for the healthcare company.
For people who live in Millsboro, it's about to be a lot easier to get to the hospital.
We wanted to make sure that the people who are in this area, and it's the fastest growing area around, had health care access.
This property off of Route 113 is right next to the Millsboro bypass, and that's where the new Beebe facility will go. President and CEO of Beebe Healthcare, David Tam, says once DelDOT completes a large part of this project, Beebe would be primed to build.
And so for us, for the last several years, it's been a must in terms of moving forward.
Beebe says the average national ambulance ride is 17 minutes, and by putting this facility in Millsboro, it will reach an increased amount of people. Mary Markine lives in a neighborhood right off the site of the future building.
Really excited. We moved here in May from Bucks County, Pennsylvania, so we got all of our health care at Lehigh Valley, and we've still been going back and forth. So we're looking for a place to establish here.
Beebe Healthcare first applied and received authorization for this site from the Health Resources Board in 2022, and now it's one step closer to reality.
In the plans presented today by Beebe Healthcare, they said 30.2 acres of this property behind me would be medical facilities. In Millsboro, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
And staying in Millsboro, the town has a new committee. It's called the Downtown Millsboro Committee. The goal of the group is to beautify and make the downtown space better. But one business owner Coast TV spoke with said the committee should be looking at other things.
Crossing from this side of 24 all the way across Main Street is virtually impossible. There's no crosswalk that I can get to from my building to get to the other side of the street without crossing a street to get to the sidewalk.
Starting in the new year, minimum wage in Delaware, it is going up. Coast TV News reporter Brendan Conroy went to some small businesses to hear their thoughts, and he's in our newsroom now. Brendan, this is an increase of $1.75, which means it's a big one for the workers.
Charlie, that's a 13% increase, and that's a pretty big jump. But some people that I got to speak with today that were in Milton, both shop owners and workers, said that that's still not enough. Starting January 1st, 2025, businesses will be required to pay minimum wage employees $15 per hour, changing it from the previous wage of $13.25 an hour. This is a 13% jump, and it's one that Milton people say is long overdue.
I think we don't have a choice because those people need to make a living. They need to be, and the more people that can make a living without being on public subsidies, the better off we are. But you can't expect everything else to cost more and not pay the people on the front line more.
This means Delaware is going to join some of the states that pay a higher minimum wage. And while they're not quite towards California or Washington, D.C., this is still a very big jump. Guys?
And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what do you think about the minimum wage jump? Who's going to benefit the most?
And let's see what you guys think. It looks like 7% say families with kids would benefit, 69% say entry-level workers, 22% saying part-time workers, only 2% say full-time workers.
If you haven't voted yet, you still can at coasttvnews.com or use the Coast TV mobile app.
We're taking a live look outside into Lewis now, and our first alert chief meteorologist Paul Williams is standing by. Paul, what's going on?
Well, ain't nothing going on but the rain. Listen, because we're looking for scattered showers to kick in over the weekend, and we're going to warm up a bit. So kind of a twofold bit of Good news. All right, our Irish Ice camera, we're at 42 degrees, which is above freezing. That's always a good place to start, I would think. And we're going to stay in the 40s with scattered cloud cover. We are currently at 43 degrees in Rehoboth, Indian River Inlet, Georgetown, 45 in Delmar, 45 right now in Seaford. Generally speaking, we're pretty close to the norm for this time of the year. 49 for the high, 47 is the norm. 29 for the low, 31 is the norm. We won't get anywhere near the 72, but I'll tell you this much, Charlie. We're going to start warming up a little bit closer to this by the time we start talking about next week, particularly by Wednesday.
Thank you, Paul. In entertainment news, the Cape May-Lewes Ferry getting a little Hollywood treatment. The big boat getting its big break in the new Bob Dylan biopic, A Complete Unknown, starring Timothée Chalamet. Here are some behind-the-scenes photos from the making of the movie, which took place back in May. One of the ferry boats, the MV New Jersey, was transformed into the Newport for the movie. The Delaware River and Bay Authority's social media manager says she hopes the film will show people what the ferry is all about.
People who come and experience the ferry for the first time, it's something they've never seen before, never done before. They don't even know that we even take cars sometimes. So it's definitely cool to be able to put it out there and see it come to life, and people all around the world will get to see.
According to the social media manager, this is the first time the ferry has been featured in a major motion picture.
Looking across Delmarva, Maryland State Police say they are continuing with increased patrols leading into New Year's Eve. Troopers will enforce checkpoints in order to reduce drunk driving. According to state police, more than 500 people have died on Maryland roads this year, and the most common crashes involved impaired, distracted, or aggressive driving.
Seaford is going to see some state money sent its way for revitalization. $3 million has been earmarked to redevelop Seaford's former power plant site along the Nanticoke River. The money is going to be used for environmental cleanup under DENREC's Brownfield program. The proposal would create a Riverwalk area containing luxury rental stores, restaurants, office space. Earlier this month, Governor Carney said, quote, "I am proud to invest more resources in Seaford's rejuvenation."
And we still have more to get into this evening.
Coming up in sports, a Bayside and Henlopen boys basketball battle on day 2 of the Governor's Challenge.
And this weekend, we're going to get warmer and rainy the entire weekend. I'll show you what I'm tracking.
And next, Spanish immersion students at Milton Elementary turning hallways into vibrant museum-like displays, how their creations honor Hispanic heritage and inspire the community. That story when we come back in 60 seconds.
It's the Red Tag event going on now at IG Burton Chevrolet. See some red, save some green. Discounts up to $12,500 off, 0% financing, and leases starting at just $299 a month. If you're looking for a great deal, now's the time to get behind the wheel at IG Burton Chevrolet. Come see us today at any IG Burton Chevrolet location in Melford, Seaford, Lewis, or Berlin, or online at igburton.com for all the details. Nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody!
For 25 years, the Delaware Community Foundation has served Sussex County, empowering donors to achieve dreams and create lasting change. Now our roots grow even deeper. Our new Lewis location is designed for discussing goals, planning legacies, and creating impact for future generations. As the year draws to a close, consider how your charitable giving can shape a stronger community. Schedule time to meet here, or let us come to you, in person or online. Make more possible in your community with the Delaware Community Foundation.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Museum-like displays created by Spanish immersion students at Milton Elementary School.
These works were inspired by what these students learned from speakers in the Hispanic community who were a part of a program during Hispanic Heritage Month.
Always great to see some education at work. The speakers shared with students their experiences related to careers, language, and immigration.
Telemundo Delmarva and Coast TV News reporter Ana Sofia Roman takes us through the displays and shows us what it means for the community.
Hallways at Milton Elementary School filled with displays highlighting countries like Colombia, Mexico, Guatemala, Cuba, and Ecuador. For Marbeli Ortiz, a third-grade Spanish immersion teacher, it is gratifying that her students were able to portray what they learned from the speakers, including for some the same qualities or similar backgrounds.
A lot of the students here have gone through experiences similar to the people that are coming and sharing. So for them to be able to see and hear stories that are just like them, it makes them feel like they're part of the community too.
For third grader Itzel Santos Lopez, it was a special moment.
It's very cool knowing that other people is from the same country or a different country that speak Spanish. I love speaking Spanish. I love that Guatemala is my country.
Speakers range from health professionals to law enforcement officers and more.
It's very exciting to be able to receive people that that Cape has brought over to us so that we can be able to experience and learn more about what their country comes from or what it's like and what they have come out of and how they are flourishing in our community.
Celebrating cultures from a young age.
Milton Elementary School will continue honoring the various cultures throughout the school year with different activities and programs. In Milton, Ana Sofia Roman, Coast TV News.
We take a look at our forecast. We're looking at rain starting to make its move. It's making money moves towards us, but will we have to change things up? I'll have your investment forecast coming up in a moment.
When your floors start showing signs of wear and tear from all the fun and games, Carpet & Tile Mart makes it easy to afford and install new flooring within a week. Carpet & Tile Mart, available, affordable, at your service.
The countdown to savings is on during the year-end clearance, going on now at the car store and the truck store. With a great selection to choose from, you'll find the perfect car or truck. And with best-to-market pricing and like-market trade-in values, you'll save a ton of money. And with guaranteed financing, no matter your credit, you could ride today. Don't miss the year-end clearance at the car store, Route 13 Laurel and Salisbury, and the truck store, Route 13 Delmar and Dover. 4 locations, one great company.
At Tillman Orthodontics, we love to laugh and smile, especially during the holidays when the best memories are made with family and friends. Whether you choose clear aligners like me or regular braces like me,
we'll keep you smiling through every family photo, even the goofy ones.
Because orthodontic care isn't just for today. It's a gift from us that truly lasts a lifetime.
This holiday season, transform and celebrate with a brighter smile from Tillman Orthodontics.
All right, guys, we're going to Jason's for the game this week. It's going to be dark, musty, and cramped, but we got this. Bring it in. 1, 2, 3. Man, I totally forgot you got a new show home.
Yeah, we moved in a few months ago. Wait, where'd everyone go?
This snack table is huge.
I can't tell if I'm inside or outside.
Oh yeah, that's fresh. Get a shell home, they said. All of your friends will want to come over to the game, they said.
Check out the amazing deals at the all-new Preston Hyundai of Millsboro. Preston Hyundai of Millsboro has almost 200 new Hyundais available, with nearly 100 priced at under $30,000. As your dedicated Hyundai dealer in Sussex County, Delaware, we are committed to going the extra mile to help you find the right vehicle and provide exceptional service throughout your ownership. Check out millsborohyundai.com to buy online and we'll deliver it to your front door. Visit us at the all-new Preston Hyundai of Millsboro and discover why people say cars cost less with Preston.
The new year flooring clear-out sale has begun at Carpet & Tile Mart. Now save up to 50% off, plus 0% financing up to 36 months. Hurry in while the sale lasts. Visit your nearest Carpet & Tile Mart Flooring Supercenter today.
It's the Wrap Up the Year sales event at IG Burton Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Take advantage of 0% APR with discounts up to $24,000 or lease options across our entire inventory, including Wrangler, Compass, and Dodge Hornet. Whether you're after the iconic Jeep Wrangler or a powerful Ram truck, IG Burton has the selection and savings you need. 0% financing, discounts up to $24,000 with payments starting at just $199 a month. Visit us today in Melford, Smyrna, Newark, or Berlin. Nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Delmarva's Holiday House, sponsored by Beta Beach Builders.
If I were to tell you that temperatures will reach into the 60s by next week, would you be happy or sad? So if you'd be happy, you're going to love the forecast. If you'd be sad, you're still going to be happy because you get your rain that you've been looking for, right? Our Irish Eyes camera in Lewes, we see increasing cloud cover. You can see in the background here. So we see that moisture just kind of stacking up from lower atmosphere to upper atmosphere. And we have the winds primarily pushing out of the north and staying relatively light. Now, we are going to expect some breezy conditions over the next 24-hour period. So if there's anything to be absolute cautious about, that would probably be it if you're going to be on the beach. Temperatures will stay in the 40s for the rest of the night. In fact, 42 to 43 will be the range. We'll kind of waffle between those two or oscillate between those two. We're at 42 degrees, for example, right now in Milton and Red, but 43 in Georgetown, 43 Rehoboth, Indian River Inlet, 44 Bethany Beach, as well as Ocean Pines. Now, as far as this being close to the norm, this is one of those days. We're only 2 degrees above the norm for the high today and 2 degrees below the norm for the low today. So that's kind of like, evens it out anyway from a statistical standpoint. But here's our bigger story. We have high pressure that's keeping the grain at bay for right now, but it's skedaddling. I've always loved to use that word in forecast. It's skedaddling its way out towards the east and out over the water, and it will open the door for these scattered showers coming through the Ohio Valley region. The only part of this system I see that would be a little bit dangerous is up here, swirling around up here near Cleveland. That's because the warm front's helping to keep the thermodynamic energy high enough to give it an opportunity to become a little stronger. But overall, we're staying relatively quiet. I mean, we're looking at it continuing to stay pretty clear. Now, as far as our evening is concerned, we're expecting for it to continue to stay clear for the rest of this evening. Because as you take a look at the breakdown, we anticipate the winds pushing out of the south primarily and then moving primarily out of our way. But our chances of rain will begin to go on the increase for us, particularly as we get closer throughout next week. For example, take a look at this. We're looking at 57% chance of rain for us on Saturday as well as on Tuesday. And in between the two, we'll see some hit and miss spotty showers, back and forth. Now, the amount of rain, I was talking to my co-anchors before we were in commercial break. The Saturday rain is looking iffy because we're looking at only about 1/10 of an inch of rain. And one of my friends on the anchor desk is really focused on trying to get a golf game in. Yeah, anyway, but the rain's going to stay relatively light. So it's going to be cloudy and a bit drizzly. So it's going to be annoying drizzle on your eyelashes for the most part. Now, heavier rain is going to actually kick in for us going into next week, to be honest. I mean, remember, Saturday, 7:30 in the morning, here's a look at that rain. Now, I don't buy the small amount of rain that we're expecting because look at how this changes. It goes from 7:30, all right, and then we clear out. But look, we have a heavier wave that pushes through again by 10:30, and then another heavy wave that pushes through by 6:30. So we're looking at 3 different waves of rain. If it's only 1/10 of an inch accumulation, that looks a little suspicious to me. And we have basically instability that's going to stay in generally in play for us because we have a low pressure system that's going to stay in our general area. So Saturday, I'm calling for rain. Even for golfers, rain most of the day, starting at 7:30 in the morning, by the way. Same holds true for us if you're trying to golf in Fenwick Island or in Ocean City. Or if you're trying to golf anywhere near Lewes or Rehoboth Beach or Milton, look for 7:30 rain to start and then several waves after that. Finally, here's a look at your extended forecast.
Thank you, Paul. It's almost 2025, and as we look back on 2024, there's no doubt one of the biggest stories of the year was this political season on the coast. In Delaware, you can think about any election, or you can't think about any election, without Return Day. Coast TV has spent the last 2 months digging into the history of the famous tradition where people return to the county seat to hear the returns of the election read out loud, just like they did in the 1800s. A hatchet is buried and opponents come together to mark the end of the political season.
All of the United States needs to follow those practices of bipartisanship, loving your community, reaching out that hand to support one another. And I think the healing process needs to be done everywhere.
And you can learn all about this wonderful history. There are even some international elements on Monday at 6 p.m., the history of Return Day. Again, that's Monday at 6 p.m. only here on Coast TV News.
We're looking at today's holiday house now, and on your screen you're about to see some decorations from Molly and Scott in Millsboro, and they say Merry Coastal Christmas. Love that. And we want to see more of your lights, your decorations, so submit your pictures or videos right now. Go to coasttv.com/holidayhouse.
In sports, day 2 of the nation's largest high school basketball tournament, the Holiday Basketball Tournament, underway. The Delmarva Sports Network's Michelle Roberts has more from the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center.
Today in a Shore Showcase matchup, Caesar Rodney boys basketball looking to end a 3-game skid and taking on Y-High, who was hoping to earn their 3rd straight win. In the first half of action, Julian Cully getting the bounce for the basket for the Tribe, but Caesar Rodney had an answer, knocking down the triple. Karan Bacon doing a bulk of the scoring for CR. He had a game-high 21 points. On the other end, Tyson Hayward with the layup for Y-High. And then Makai Jeffries with the tough finish. And CR responding with Bacon sinking the jumper. Back and forth we go as the Tribe drives. Jeffries to Cully, letting it rip from downtown. He scored 2 3-pointers in the first half and 18 total points in this game. And Hayward with the crafty finish for Y-High. At half, the Tribe led 40-26. And they would go on to win 64-48 for their 3rd consecutive victory. And right now on DSN, tune into Stephen Decatur boys basketball facing Dover in a rematch of a buzzer beater from a year ago here at this tournament. Reporting from Salisbury, Maryland for the Delmarva Sports Network, I'm Michelle Roberts.
And coming up tonight on DSN, your game of the night at 8:30 p.m. Watch the All-Star Experience Governor's Challenge. Then at 10:30, tune in for the final score. And plenty of exclusive games from the Governor's Challenge on the DSN Plus app. We have hoops taking place at 5 sites: Wicomico County Civic Center, courts 1 and 2, Salisbury, the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Tune in for all of it.
Have you bought a house in the last decade, but it's just not quite big enough? At Paul Davis, we can design and build you a brand new addition or remodel your whole home from start to finish. With over 50 years experience of building and restoring homes, we've made the process quick and easy while making it affordable. Call Paul Davis today and one of our design consultants can be at your home as soon as tomorrow to give you a free estimate for your new addition or whole home remodel. Or visit our new showroom in Salisbury, Maryland, 100 Marvel Road.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Hey Delaware, Bet Rivers and Delaware Park Casino are bringing betting on football to your phone. From props and in-game betting to the spread and the money line, it's all on your phone and it's all a touchdown. Plus, right now when you sign up, you'll get a second chance bet of up to $500. So huddle up with Bet Rivers, Delaware Park Casino, and football on your phone. Download the app today.
Visit Gateway Subaru this holiday season during the 2024 Subaru Share the Love event through January 2nd. With every Subaru purchased or leased, Subaru will donate $250 to one of these 5 charities, plus an additional $50 when you choose your hometown charity. And Subaru will donate $5 for every routine service performed. At Gateway Subaru, our customers are the heart of what we do, and we're committed to being a positive force in our community. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Introducing the future of crawl space restoration. DryTech is joining the teams of Delaware Crawl Space and Guardian Crawl Space. 3 trusted companies in the industry are coming together to serve you better, serving a larger area across Delmarva. Independently, with over 40 years of experience in environmental, health, and construction, our team provides exceptional crawl space solutions.
Dave and I have been blessed to call this place home our entire lives. We love serving the people of this community.
And we're here for your next crawl space project. Have you DryTech yet?
It's Mission High School 12 this month at Preston Ford. Final month of Preston Ford's Race to the Top 50 is here, and we're pulling out all the stops. Lease a 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend for just $396 a month for 36 months with $0 down. You can shop all your best deals online and view our complete inventory at PrestonFord.com. With over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, we're sure to have the perfect vehicle for you. Don't miss Preston Ford's Race to the Top 50, and remember, cars cost less in Preston.
Feel the magic of the season as you wander your way through an immersive winter wonderland at Ocean City, Maryland's Winterfest of Lights. Let imagination flourish at Northside Park with thousands of twinkling lights and larger-than-life animated Christmas scenes. Sip hot chocolate, snap a photo with Santa, and enjoy the array of holiday exhibits under the illuminating holiday lights. Find your magic at Winterfest of Lights, an Ocean City, Maryland family tradition. Open November 21st through December 31st. Get tickets at ococean.com or Northside Park.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Well, kittens sure are cute, but don't forget about older cats. They need homes too, and the Brandywine Valley SPCA is running an adoption special for some of these senior sweethearts at all of their locations. And listen to this, adoption fees are sponsored. That means covered by the group Simba for any senior adopters. So that's anyone who's 65 years or older. And for any military veteran adopters, it's covered through the Seniors for Seniors and Pets for Veterans program. So if your house could use a little extra love, go snag one of these adorable distinguished cats.
Coming up this week on Sunday Night Football, right here on Coast TV, the Commanders will take on the Atlanta Falcons. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Then stay tuned for your local news coverage right after the final score.
Our Hershey's exterior camera in Ocean City, 46 degrees, and we're looking at calm conditions. We're going to stay in the mid-40s with scattered cloud cover in place. Our umbrella giveaway winner, Ballard Loster of Milton, congratulations, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling. Keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line, sponsored by Baird Mandalas, Brockstead, and Federico. It's going to be a little breezy on the beach, so keep that in mind for Saturday. And finally, here's a look at your 10-day forecast. Warm over the weekend and wet.
Okay, thanks again, Paul, and thanks for joining us for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.